Yo, you know what today is? First day well, not the first day of summer. First day of June, though.
Hey.
First day of June. Today we're talking about Toyota's first U.S.-made EV, Scout's new designer, and using your face to start your car.
Let's go. This is a fun day. Every once in a while, the news is just too much good in it. And today's
Dude, there was a story that I wanted to include so bad, but the last story seemed like better. But I'm going to give you a summary. This is the first time we've ever done this. Basically, there's a URL at the bottom of the Maryland state license plate that talks about Francis Scott Key, and it gives you little history lessons about that. And they forgot to renew it, and now it goes to a Philippines gambling site.
Yes, it's amazing. I've seen it's been all over like every Reddit, Twitter.
I saw it on Jalopnik.
Jalopnik ran it. It's
somebody's
literally
like
everywhere.
Oops.
It's hilarious.
Good morning, Tony. I love it. Everybody stops in and says good morning. First day of June. It's like, for me, this is like the official start of summer. I just want to put play Will Smith Summertime on repeat from this point forward. That's how I feel.
Yeah, because you in Syracuse, we've been in summer for a solid month.
Right. No, we're in the best part right now, which is it's probably unseasonably warm up here, but it's been in the 80s and sunny and no humidity and gorgeous.
Man, I took a run this morning and it's just,
felt like you took a swim.
Well, that's true. Actually, it took me half an hour to stop sweating, but simple things that we talk about on the show is like the beauty of a sunrise, getting to see that sunrise in the morning. So many auto people, they get up, they start their day early, they get to
open
see the sunrise.
Store. Yeah.
They open the store, the service departments are there early, the mist on the ground, the little cool calm in the morning.
Yes.
And auto gets to see that, right? We're not retail starting at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the day, the lunchtime special.
Abercrombie.
Right. We get to see the early crowd. So
it's true.
Kudos to those who wake up early.
That is, man. That's a good memory. I have a lot of good memories doing that.
Yeah.
A lot of early mornings on lots. You're right. We're going to try. Maybe we'll try to feature that on our next episode of More Than Cars. And Todd Caputo suggested that you got to get the person that opens the building, right? Because it's kind of a magic moment. Maybe we'll try to do that. We are going to be shooting episode 2. If you haven't seen it, go to morethancars.tv. We're producing a network-style docu-series about auto dealers. The reception of the pilot episode, which you can watch now, has been amazing. We have a little crowd fund going. Want you to be a part of it however you can, and really just rewrite the narrative around retail auto, humanize it, and promote all the best parts of it that we know are true. Also have a couple podcasts launching. Man, we have so much going on right now. Several podcasts. We're going to be in Atlanta next week, or 2 weeks, on the 14th, live at the Buckhead Theater. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we have so many things to do that people are going to shut the podcast off because this show, because we have all this other stuff to talk about. But
yes, just so much.
Pay attention. There's something for you. That's what we're trying to say.
For you,
regardless of what part of the industry you're in or what your preferences in content, we're trying to make an on-ramp for you to get into this community because it is an amazing community.
Yep.
Plug over. All right, we're going to talk about news.
Over. Rock and roll into it.
Speaking of plugs.
Yes. Come
on. Seemingly late to the full EV game, Toyota has chosen its largest U.S. production plant in Georgetown, Kentucky, to be the assembly plant that will produce its first U.S.-built electric vehicle by 2025. The batteries for these, there's going to be a 3-row electric crossover. They haven't released a lot of details around it, but the batteries are going to be sourced from North Carolina, Toyota's new complex there in Liberty. So it's really close, in proximity. So there's going to be again, we'll use the B word, billions of dollars investment in the battery plant, almost $1 billion invested in this new EV manufacturing line. Susan Elkington, president of Toyota Manufacturing in Kentucky, said, "We are able to be very close to our production engineering location. Plus, we have an unbelievable workforce at this site, which can actually really take on this vehicle in a very short period of time." So basically, she was like, the people here are so amazing. We can keep our existing production quota in place, which is over 500,000 vehicles a year, and retool and produce our first U.S. built EV. So
I love that. She's like,
look,
bring it on. let's go. We're going to do all the things we're doing now and do the EVs over here in Georgetown, Kentucky. Which, like, when I think of Georgetown, Kentucky, I've been to Georgetown, Kentucky multiple times. I spent 8 weeks in a summer there doing a summer camp. And
What?
like, yeah, I know all about Georgetown, been all around the little places and the food and all that type of stuff. But in Georgetown, it's like kind of laid back. It's kind of chill. But they've been built on basically a college and manufacturing for a long time. And so those people know how to work and get after it. And I'm excited to see out of kind of a legacy city in the US that's a small town in the heart of Kentucky lean in to EV infrastructure, and for Susan to just be like, bring it on, let us have it. That's really
She's our people. She's our people. We got to look her up on LinkedIn. Is she on LinkedIn? Got to get her. We got to bring her in. Maybe we don't have.
Everybody just go search Susan Elkington on LinkedIn and just connect with her and say kudos for calling the industry. Let's go.
And then tell her she should be a part of ASOTU.
There you go.
That'd be awesome to get her out to a SodaCon this year. We don't have any
great.
Like a manufacturing plant like person.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Get about
it's
to
like
a
the middle
SodaCon.
ground, right there.
It's the middle ground. It's like the middle ground. Yeah, the middle ground. Maybe that's a new show. We have enough shows right now. Speaking of new things,
the middle ground.
Oh, or both.
Stop.
Oh, yes. The middle ground's probably better. We don't really know how to handle this one yet. Scout is definitely one of those brands where like it's VW back, but it's Scott Keogh, but it's like,
We love you, Scott Keogh, but
I know it's such an enigma. Volkswagen backed Scout Motors announced a former lead designer from Jeep, Chris Benjamin, as its new design chief. He's worked with Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Volvo, and Stellantis. His recent work, you probably have seen on the Jeep Wagoneer that earned like broad industry accolades. Like they just knocked it out of the park with that vehicle. So his role will, with Scout, will transcend just the design chief. He's also going to be overseeing concept development, user experience, and how design and tech come together in the vehicles. Scott Keogh, CEO and president of Scout Motors, said Chris's work is prolific. For nearly 25 years, he brought to life vehicles that stand out on the road. His thumbprints are all over many of the most beloved off-road vehicles in the market today. I'm confident he will build on that experience as he defines the next chapter of design for Scout and electric utility vehicles. I love the idea that they're bringing all of this user experience and design, all of these things under one umbrella, because that's how it needs to be.
Yeah, and I think though Scout has said like we're not going to have a dealer network, the kind of moves that they're making from a brand from the brand side of things, from leaning into antique plus new and technology meets history, is just a really cool look, and it's going to be a niche brand anyway. And so I don't think like major brands or major dealers have, but I know that every dealer wants to get their hands on one of those to be able to sell it, put it into the market.
Absolutely. Especially VW dealers, right?
Absolutely.
Who've been begging for a truck for years. Like, I guess if there's anyone that's feeling a little burn, it's going to be the VW dealers.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Still understand that. We'll see. But the brand is strong. The product is cool. It seems like the thinking behind the consumer experience is on point. And that's one of my favorite parts about what's going on right now. We see so many new entrants, so many different approaches, that there's just a lot to learn from right now, right? And especially like if
and experiment with and try and fail at and move and pivot. I mean, we see a lot of brands just making like new calls that they wouldn't have made 10 years ago in product development and design. So it's really cool.
Speaking of new technology and development in vehicles,
Segway
time. Segway's on point today.
They are. That's 3.
Hey, Genesis is the first automaker to use facial recognition technology on its new GV60, which is going to allow owners access to starting their vehicles using only their face. The technology is a biometric tech that will allow them to start vehicles by just using their face. No key fob, no smartphone. It uses a near infrared camera and advanced deep learning processing to make all of that happen. The feature they're dubbing Face Connect, but it's in my opinion, this is a logical move, because what do you do with everything else? Like unlock your computer, unlock your phone, unlock everything with facial recognition technology. Why wouldn't a car that you're unlocking on a regular basis start to do that too?
I have a question.
Yeah.
You know how like when you can unlock your phone with your face, because something like restarted or something's not working. You got to put in the passcode. What's the backup? Right? You get your car because it's like you don't need a phone, you don't need a key. Okay, great. I'm in my car. I go down the street to the store. I get back in my car and it doesn't work. Is there a passcode? There's got to be something. Because if it's like you have to have your key as a backup, that kind of, I mean, granted, even if my key's in my no.
I mean, I'm sure, like, okay, so Touch ID is the backup, right? Like, boom, there's your finger.
Right.
And then
where is that in the beginning? Why isn't Touch ID already there?
I know. Skipping the technology.
We have questions, everybody. We have questions.
We have questions.
Well, it can't be the key can't be the backup because if the key is the backup, then you don't need it anyway because you have to have the key with you.
Right.
If the phone is kind of the backup, I don't know. But I'm excited.
Well, the phone is becoming the backup. They're adopting the technology, obviously,
that's right.
Similar to to like the digital key using the NFC engagement, like an Apple Wallet or a Google Wallet allows you to do. So I could see like multiple backup points. Like you forgot your key, you got your phone. You forgot your phone, you got your key. You forgot your face, your keys in your phone, you got a passcode, right?
Right.
Like you just had eye surgery.
You got your face, you just
doesn't know what's going on, right?
Put on those lashes, right? All of a sudden it doesn't know who you are anymore. You get those big lashes. Other new features include something they're calling Digital Key 2.0, which enables drivers to share access to other users. So you just via the app, I can be like, oh, Kyle can use my car today. Great. He can just go up to the car. I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, how often do you share your car? Actually,
it's been done. Like BMW was the first one to do it. So it's just, that's going to be a widely adopted technology. And
kids, all that stuff.
Kids. Yeah.
But if I have a GV8, GV60, my kids aren't driving it.
If you have a GV60, you're in a different kind of class anyway. So,
I'm just going to say, like, I'm a Kia fan and I love and the Genesis is just like, they just do such a good job. Just like cool tech, great design. It'll be interesting to see what this new one looks like and comes out. They also have a couple of little practical features that are built in as well. Fully reclining seats. We're seeing that a lot more. A lot of the Chinese manufacturers have these crazy reclining seats where all of a sudden you're like, oh, why wouldn't that be in a car? And also
for when you're stuck 30 minutes getting that thing charged up, right? It's got a buzzer too in the seat for when the charges up.
That's what you says when you're stuck in it. Charge and take a little nap. Also, actually on the nap thread, an active air purification system. So think of this: you charge, but it's a moment for you, right? Recline the seat, air purifier is kicking, right?
I feel like somewhere there's a marketing campaign around a moment for you or something like that.
Reach out. We're full of ideas, Genesis. We're full of ideas. Well, we hope you are full of ideas today. June 1st, start of a new month. Everyone's always excited. This is the last month of the first half of the year. So get out there, enjoy some sun, sell some cars, serve some people.